So how about this mess, everybody? I'm being held hostage at the Georgia DOT wait station. Yeah, you heard me right. Hostage. We can't leave. Oh man, trucking is fun. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, so we are finally leaving the scale house. Man, it has been eventful. As you can tell from
continue on the current road.
Intro to the video, I've been hostage here at the scale house in Valdosta. The funny part about this whole situation, I say it's funny, but I'll tell you, it's really screwed up. But we'll say funny just to keep me sane. The funny part is I'm empty, so when I go through the pre-pass for the scale house, it tells me to bypass. Okay, so if I'd have been, just traveling by, I wouldn't have had to go in the scale house and wait. I just bypass, could have blew right by. So the whole time this thing tells me to bypass, but no, I need parking. So I pull off into the scale house because I'm stopping anyway, no big deal. Well, as I'm going up into the scale house, they have two arrows that's up there. The one's usually a red X and one is an arrow, and they'll change depending on what side they want you to go through. So after you get into the scales, they'll recheck your weight over some smaller scales on the ramp that you're going into. And if you're okay, then the arrow will change and switch you to one side or the other, whichever side is the straight through side, and let you continue through and go on out, no problems. The other one, if they feel that, something's up, or they just want to give you an inspection, or if anything, you wait, whatever, the arrow on the other side will come in, and it's always led to the scale that they stop you and more in-depth weigh you. So of course the arrow switches to that, and I'm thinking, why in the hell? I mean, I'm empty. They cleared me on the interstate. Why are they switching me to come to the scale now? I don't get it. Well, what's going on? Well, anyways, no big deal. They'll say I'm empty. I'm parking anyway. Whatever. I get there and it tells me to stop. I stop. Then it says roll up to your first axle. Well, I roll my first axle on. It says stop. I stop. Sitting there. Usually it'll turn green after a few seconds and tell you to roll to the next axle. It never turned green. The red stop was still up there. It stays on, and I mean, it stays on that I'm thinking that the thing done froze or something. I'm like, it's been on a good little while now, and I'm thinking, what the hell? What's going on? Something ain't right. So they call me on the intercom and say, driver, park and please come inside. Oh, great. Here we go. Yep, they're fixing to do an inspection or something. Something. What the hell is going on? Great. Here I am hungry. I already had a screwed up ordeal at the receiver. I'm hungry, tired. It's raining. This can't be good. I park and go in. And that's when they informed me that two drivers, not saying any names, but two drivers at Millis had overweight tickets that Millis did not pay. Now, let me go ahead and say up front, I want to just say that I don't want this to come out that I'm bad-mouthing Millis or anything like that, because after I talked to safety, they verified that it was paid, just the check never cleared for whatever reason. So Millis did pay it. So I don't want that to go out and look like I'm bashing Millis like they don't pay their bills, because in this case they did. It just didn't go through for whatever reason. But anyways, back to the story. They let me know that they have two outstanding weight tickets that have not been paid. They need to be paid, and until they're paid, they're gonna hold me there. Which, once they started talking about the unpaid tickets, I knew that's what they were going to do anyway. My trainer actually told me that that's what they do. So I gotta see you coming. I've been sitting here patiently trying to get around this slow truck myself. Anyways, when I was on my trainer's truck, he had told me that's what they do. If you know, anybody in the company gets unpaid tickets or anything like that, then they'll hold the next truck that comes through there hostage. Well, that's what they did in my case, so I was the lucky one. Truck, sorry I ain't as fast as you. I guess I could have got back over, but I'd have had to hit my brakes again behind this truck, and I was already slowing down. But if he's in that much of a hurry, he can ride on, driver. But yeah, so that's been my fun whole situation. And back to that was you know, last night. So they give me the number and the citation numbers. The number they give me to give Millis to call, they tell me, oh, by the way, won't anybody be there until 8 o'clock the next morning. So great, I have to sit there at least till 8 o'clock the next morning. You know, I normally get rolling at 4 a.m. So that's cutting into my time there. And to make matters worse, safety don't get in until 7 a.m. Central Time. You know, their time, they get in at 7 a.m. But my time, that's still 8 a.m. So either way, I wasn't going anywhere until 8 a.m. But I got in touch with them. They did what they needed to do. Finally got it taken care of. It took an hour. It was like 9 o'clock, right around 9 o'clock when I got rolling out of there. But yeah, I mean, they kept in contact with me the whole time. They said they kept calling. And like I said, they said that they seen where it was paid, just the checks never cleared. But they stayed in contact with me the whole time, letting me know, hey, I'm calling. You know, nobody's answering. I keep calling. You know, so I thought that was pretty cool on Millis's part, that they at least kept me updated, you know, didn't keep me in the dark. And right about the time they asked me, well, you want to go see if maybe they'll release you if, you know, we give you the verification numbers to the check or whatever. And I said, I don't know, let me go see. Well, by the time I go inside and I'm talking to the guy inside there, I get a message and I look at it, and they tell me that they finally got in touch with them and they're showing it's paid and that they'll call the scale house. But at the time that I was talking to the guy, he pulled it up on the system and said that it was showing it's paid then. So I was free to go. I'm no longer a hostage. Yay! But yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. It is what it is though. But yeah, I thought that'd be a fun, interesting story for y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and clip the video. I'm actually on the way to Valdosta. No, I'm leaving Valdosta. No, Valdosta. I'm going to Valdosta so much. Valdosta's on my mind. Anyways, I'm headed to Albany. They told me to just head to Albany and hit ready from there. Almost positive, 99.9999% they're gonna send me to the brewery with a beer load, and I'll be headed out with a beer load somewhere. But yeah, that's that. Y'all stay tuned. We'll try to do some interesting, fun trucking stuff. Well, fun for me, that is. Y'all probably enjoying this story, so the story is probably fun for y'all, but not for me. Y'all stay tuned. All right, everybody. So I know it's dark, and I'm gonna apologize for that. As we all know, can't get good footage in the dark. It's kind of hard to see. But my next stop here, I just couldn't not try to film it. It's gonna be very interesting. I don't know, I got it pulled up on my satellite view right here so I can show you a bird's eye, and also I can look at the bird's eye. Never been here before. I'll actually put a picture up right here on the corner of the screen so you can see it better. So I'm delivering to the tile shop. I'm in Marietta, Georgia, which is just outside of Atlanta. You can pretty much, I consider it Atlanta. So I have to go to the north side of the building there. It looks like a road down beside the place. And then the door is all the way at the end of the building. So I'm gonna have to back in there. And depending on traffic, which I'm thinking will be okay, it don't look like there's too much traffic right now. There's the tile shop. But I have to go up, and then as soon as I get in front of my driveway that I got to back into, I got to turn immediately to the left, block all lanes of traffic, and then back across traffic into my spot. and then I got to hook it into the door. I talked to my trainer yesterday evening and was asking him about it, if he's ever been here before, because I was looking at the satellite and it really don't look like there's enough room to turn in any kind of way and get turned around up in there, no matter what direction you come from. Talking to him, he said your best option, if you can get there at night when there's no traffic and then you can sleep overnight, that's the best case scenario. But I didn't have time to do that. I had to shut down 3 hours away. It is currently 5:42 a.m. and it don't look to be hardly any traffic at all on that road. But I bet when I get the green light here, that road's gonna flood with traffic. That's just my luck. But anyways, he said if you can't get there at night, get there as early as you can this morning. And that's what we're doing. I'm really excited now because I don't see traffic. I'm not gonna lie. Leading up to this, I was a little bit nervous. I mean, you'd be a fool just to say you wouldn't, you know, knowing what's coming up and being your first time. I mean, I'm gonna admit it, a little bit nervous. But now that I see that there's really no traffic to deal with, I think we'll be okay. My main thing is I need to be, why didn't we get the light? My main thing is I need to be as far to the right when I turn in as I can, so I can have enough room to swing to the left and have the back of my trailer, you know, where it needs to be. But the problem with that is there's 2 lanes and also a turn lane to the left. So I got this dumpster truck beside me here. He'll be gone by the time I get there, hopefully anyways. If any cars come behind me, which nobody's lined up in the turn lane, so we should be good there. But if anybody does come up behind me, I have to be extra cautious about that and watch them, because I'm gonna have to be turning left from the right lane. You see what I mean? So yeah, definitely interesting. I don't understand why we didn't get the light here, but oh well. Surely the light didn't turn green and I sat through it. Did it? Did the light turn green? I'm focusing so hard on, no, it couldn't have turned green. I don't think it did. I'm curious to see the video now. That light did not turn green. I've been sitting here the whole time with it red.
Arriving at 162 Ernest West Barron Parkway on the right.
But yeah, I wish there was a way to get up in there and be able to get to the back and spin around. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my flashers on, let both windows down so I can hear. Yeah, there's no way. This is the only way to do this. The absolute only way. Man, this would be terrible with traffic. I think we're good though. I just hate blocking the road like this, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. Hit the horn, let people know that I'm backing up if somebody slipped in that I didn't see. Alright, well that wasn't that bad at all. I mean, as far as the back itself, I knew it wasn't going to be bad. There's plenty of room, all that good stuff. The problem would have been traffic. And like I said, I was really not looking forward to traffic being all in my way. My scheduled appointment is at 7 a.m. but I talked to my trainer and he said that he thinks that they open at 6 for receiving. So we'll see, hopefully. I mean, if not, then hey, if I gotta sit here a couple hours, wait for them to open up, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with, you know, having to sit here, especially when it comes to, you know, not dealing with that traffic. So yeah, that wasn't that bad. I was definitely not looking forward to it, especially with traffic. Well, we're gonna park here. I didn't see any cars in the parking lot. I feel like if there was any workers here to unload, their cars will be parked out here somewhere. But yeah, that's that. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go to off duty and send them the message. Send my arrival message. Compose. Arrived at first stop. This is first stop to 2 stops. The next stop is in Atlanta as well. It's not far away. It's in a strip mall. I'll get that one for you too. I've never been there either, but that one, I don't know if you watched my other videos when I delivered to Jackson and Orlando. It's kind of like the same as the Jackson one, where I go behind the strip malls. It's kind of how this one is. I'll come in behind the strip mall, and then there's a cubby that goes all the way up to the tile center, or the tile shop, I'm sorry. So I'll back up in there, is what it looks like. They have a ramp and all, just like this one, ramp and a door. Let's see, 63713. Stop number 1. All right, now that is sent. The other stop's in Buckhead, aka Atlanta. I mean, me even being right here where I'm at now in Marietta, I consider this Atlanta. It's close enough. I know people that live here or that's from here, so that's not Atlanta. Okay, I get it, but for me, all of this mess and nonsense is anywhere near this horrible place is Atlanta. But yeah, so let's check out what I got to do. I hope you can see. So when somebody gets here, I'll obviously pull up and get over this way just a little bit more. Get my trailer tandems right here so I can start cutting it in. Or they may unload me out here. I don't know. They got a ramp, so they could bring the forklift out. I just have to wait and see what they tell me to do. Probably going to tell me to back up to that door. It's going to be pretty tight, but either way, whatever I got to do, if I got to back up to the door, I'll get back on and film that for you. But if I don't have to back up to the door, then I will just get footage from the next stop. You know, I looked on the satellite about coming back here, and on the satellite it didn't look like there was any room at all. But then on top of that, I don't see how you can, I mean, you can probably get in there, but you'd have to jump some curbs like somebody has here. There's a driveway in the front, and then this driveway here, if you pulled in and swung around, you might have enough room to do that and then go around the building. That might have been the easier way to do it. I'll probably walk around there and look. I know my trainer said that he got back there at one time, and he said that he really wouldn't recommend it. So I took his word for it. I wasn't going to try it. He said this was really the best way. You know, maybe if you had a day cab that was shorter radius, you know, could turn tighter and quicker, you might could, you know, swing and get around there. But I don't know, that's that. But yeah, I'll get back with y'all. All right, so somebody showed up. It's 6:25. He actually showed up a little bit sooner than that. I just opened my doors. Talked to him, asked him, you know, told him my first time here. Want to know what time they start receiving, and he said, oh, if you just let me get in here and get stuff going, he said, I'll get to you if you want to go ahead and back up to the spot. I said, all right, works for me. So we're gonna get back up to the spot here. Like I said again, I apologize for the darkness because I know it's dark. Oh, I got GPS set for my next spot already. It's trying to tell me where to go, and I'm not ready to go yet. It shouldn't be too bad. Just make sure I got plenty of room to swing on the other side. Gotta hug that curve, it looks like. Double check that side, got plenty of room. Oh yeah, this shouldn't be that bad. feel like I'm running out of room on the other side now, though. No, we're good. Yep, that's definitely tight. Definitely tight. I'm gonna have to scoot over. Gonna have to scoot it over a little bit. I hope there's enough room to. Well, it's just gonna take me a couple of times to do it. Probably should have started cutting it a little bit sooner, so I could have hugged that curb just a little bit more. I'm sorry for the head movement and the darkness. Yeah, this is a tight one. We're gonna get it in there though. I gotta be right against that ramp. Right against the old ramp there. Come on. Yeah, see, the curve is actually inset from that ramp. I don't know if y'all can see that in the mirror, but it's inset from that ramp just a little bit, so I needed to cut it real close to that curb. Just keep wiggling it, and we'll eventually get it. I was close in, but I don't think the ramp would have went in. We're gonna get it this time though. Might take me a few times, but I'll get it. If I ever come here again, I'll know for the next time to stay real tight to that curb when I start turning. That's kind of tight there too. I can't get too close to the rail on this side because my door hit. I think we're good there. We'll clip the video here, go check that out, and y'all stay tuned. I'll get a back at the next stop. Well, we are empty at the first stop. We're at our second stop, and whew, we're in my favorite place in the whole wide world. Not. So if y'all been watching me any length of time, you know that I hate Atlanta. I really, really, really hate Atlanta. But here we are, right in the daggone middle of it. Whew, and Buckhead, like I said earlier, that's close enough to be Atlanta to me. It practically is Atlanta. Oh man, dealing with these people that don't know how to drive, or they swear they know how to drive, but you're the problem. Man, this one shouldn't be too bad. The oops, sorry about that everybody. Battery died. Battery died in mid-conversation and mid-video. Hate it when that happens. This time I was actually able to stop and change it. So, yeah, I don't know what I was saying before. I think I was talking about the ease of finding it. So far, it's pretty easy. Just the traffic. Again, just like the one I just stopped at, the traffic. But the traffic is a little different between this one and that one. The traffic that I was worried about in Marietta was, of course, as I said, cross traffic coming through that I had to back across. This traffic is just your typical daggum Atlanta traffic. But now that I'm in here, there's a cubby, should be right here on the left, right here at the corner. I'm probably gonna pull off right here to the right. And should be able to, I ran over that concrete. Sometimes, like these little squares right here, I don't know if some of you know, but sometimes they'll be kind of loose. You can't really tell it, but when a big vehicle, you know, like something like I'm driving, rides across it, it'll move. Well, that's what happened. I ran over a piece of loose cement back there, and it made a noise. I thought it done hit something, but it was the cement. Anyways, probably gonna have to back right up in that hole. Like I said, they got a door or a dock that you back up to. They got a ramp, kind of like the same place. This won't be bad at all. I'll get on and film it for you for sure. When I was leaving the other place, the guy told me, he said, you know, just to let you know, I see that you're going to our other store, but these places don't open till 8. And I said, well, yeah, I mean, I seen that. I looked online, and of course, you know, the store hours are 8 o'clock, but sometimes at places like that, the dock workers or whatever, or the people that work in the back, you know, they usually get there a little earlier than, you know, the store actually opens to, you know, unload trucks or, you know, get stuff ready or bring stuff or whatever, you know. And but I told him, I said, yeah, so I seen that they had me scheduled an appointment for I need to change this. I'm usually on top of this when I'm not filming, but filming I don't even think about it. But yeah, anyways, I told him, yeah, they had me for a 7 o'clock appointment, and apparently that didn't mean anything. That was just generic. And he said, yeah, we've been trying to tell Millis that, but they just, you know, keep sending y'all early. He said, we don't open till 8. That particular guy said that he gets there early. It's just what he likes to do. So him getting there at 6:30 or just, you know, a little before 6:30, that was actually lucky for me. But he told me it's 7:34 now, well, 7:31. He said, you know, I don't know how long it's going to take you to get over there. He said, but there may not be anybody there when you get there. You may have to, you know, sit and wait till 8. That's all right. Well, that's no big deal. You know, it's no problem at all. So I knew it'd take me a little bit of time going through Atlanta traffic anyway, but we're here early. And yeah, that's that. I'm gonna clip the video for right now. I'll once I get checked in and get ready to back up, I'll turn the camera back on then. So y'all stay tuned. All right, so somebody didn't get here till 8. They got a number on the back door that you can call, so I called the number, and the guy said that his warehouse guy hadn't got here yet. That he called him. He called me back, said that he called him. He said that he was on his way. Well, he just got here. It's 8:42. But I was wrong. This place don't have a dock that you can back up to. When I was looking on satellite view, it kind of looked like that, but it's not. The ramp actually comes down. But he did tell me that I can back up in the hole, so I just got to leave him enough room so he can come down the ramp with the forklift and get to my load here. Should be pretty easy. Just got to back in that hole. Like I said, I thought, looking on the view, the satellite view, I thought that, you know, that was a dock that I had to, or that I could back up to, but it's not. No biggie. Just get it in the hole for him so get it a little closer. It's gonna be a kind of a tight squeeze right there to get out. I see you back there, car. You're just gonna have to hold tight for just a minute. Easy, easy, easy. That should be good right there. You should have plenty of room Get the forklift down the ramp there. Be able to unload and take it back in. But yeah, that's that. And I think that's going to do it for this video. It's probably been long enough already. But as always, of course, appreciate everybody for watching. If you hadn't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And another thing, I just made me an Instagram. New to the Instagram deal, so go check me out on Instagram. I'll be posting, you know, some pictures, a little bit of content, you know, from the road over there, just trying new things, reaching out. Never did Instagram before, so bear with me as I learn it. Yep, I'm old school. But yeah, go check me out. But appreciate you guys. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace.